I never imagined a simple hello to a stranger could save my life, but it did. At 65, after 40 years of marriage, I buried my husband and watched our savings vanish with the funeral bill. Living alone in my modest home in Bend, Oregon, on a retired librarian's modest pension, I had no choice but to find work. That's how I landed a part-time night job at Cascade General Hospital, sorting patient records 4 evenings a week in the quiet archives room. It paid the bills and filled the aching silence. My shift ended at midnight, and I'd usually take the late bus home to Pine Avenue. But when city cuts slashed the schedule, the final bus rolled out at 11:15 right in the middle of my hours. I couldn't afford to clock out early, so I downloaded a rideshare app my son insisted on. That's where I met Daniel. His black Honda appeared first one chilly autumn night. He was early 60s, with salt and pepper hair and tired eyes that crinkled when he smiled. 5-star rating. Midnight in an empty hospital lot, I hesitated, then climbed in. Rough night? He asked, voice warm and gravelly. Every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday, I sighed, staring at Bend's sleeping streets. He nodded. Been driving 4 years. Mill shut down, took my foreman job with it. This pays the rent. His words mirrored my own quiet defeat. I'm Evelyn, I offered. Daniel, he replied, meeting my eyes in the mirror with a faint grin. Soon, it wasn't coincidence. 4 nights a week, I'd request a ride, and Daniel's Honda would arrive. He timed it perfectly, lingering near the hospital. Our 15-minute drives became my lifeline. At first, small talk, rain, road construction, bad coffee. Then deeper. His wife walked out 3 years earlier, worn down by money woes, taking their son to California. He drove endless hours, alone in a tiny apartment by the river. My grandson turned 2 last month, he confessed one night, voice cracking. Only photos. I patted his arm. Grandkids soften hearts. Give it time. He'd protest when I tipped extra or handed him a thermos of cocoa I'd brewed at the hospital. You don't have to, Evelyn. I want to, I'd say. You get me home safe. That's priceless. Those rides turned into bright spots in my grey days. Daniel listened without judgment, offered silence when words failed. Winter hit hard that year, snow dusting Bend's pines. Hospital halls twinkled with holiday lights. One frozen December evening, the 18th, Daniel's demeanor shifted. He gripped the wheel white-knuckled, eyes flicking to the mirror. Evelyn, he said, voice strained, I have to tell you something. Promise you'll hear me out. My pulse quickened. Okay. Your neighbor, 2 doors down, the blue ranch house with the black SUV. Mark Harlan. You know him? Barely. We nod in passing. Why? Instead of turning toward Pine Avenue, he veered to a deserted park overlook, engine idling under sodium lamps. He twisted to face me, face pale. I drove him home drunk last month. Multiple times. He rants on calls, loud, sloppy. One night, he snarled your exact address. Said, that nosy widow on Pine is poking around too much. Gotta shut her up before she ruins everything. Ice shot through me. What? There's worse. Hands trembling, he showed his phone notes, dates, times, overheard snippets from 8 pickups. Last night, he slurred about your schedule, knows you work late those exact nights. House empty. Perfect window, he said. I clutched my coat. Daniel, take me home. No. His tone sharpened. I swung by your street before shift tonight. His SUV was parked across from your house, lights off. He got out, rattled your doorknob, peered in windows. Stayed 20 minutes. Bile rose. He tried to break in. Looked like it. Evelyn, you're not going home. We go to police. Now. He was right, terror overruled exhaustion. At the Bend PD station, we spilled everything to a skeptical sergeant who grew grave as Daniel shared logs and secret audio clips. App policy allowed recordings for safety. Listening to Mark's drunken threats, naming me, my routine, dealing with the problem made it real. Any clue why he'd target you? The detective asked. I shook my head. Until, he works here, at the hospital. Night janitor. The pieces slammed together. Recent audit in archives, vanished patient charts, mostly seniors on state aid. Suspicious billing spikes we'd traced but not solved. He cleans the lower level, I whispered. Has keys to storage. If he's faking claims, pocketing reimbursements. The detective's jaw set. Insurance fraud. Big time. Raids followed swiftly. By dawn, hundreds of hidden files in Mark's attic, proof of $250,000 plus in scams over years. He'd panicked when my audit flagged patterns, feared I'd connect dots to him. Stalked my empty house for evidence, planned worse if needed. Arrested for fraud, stalking, attempted break-in. I hid in a motel under watch, shattered. Daniel fetched me morning after, no app needed. How'd you catch it? I asked. Regret shadowed his face. Years ago, my son's ex seemed off, always bumping into him. I dismissed her fears. He escalated, hurt her bad. Lost my family over my blindness. Never again. I notice now. Listen. You saved me. You saved me first, he said softly. Treating me like a person, not a wheelman. Your kindness woke me up. Months later, his son reached out. News of Daniel's role in my case stirred old wounds toward healing. First grandkid visit soon. We became true friends. I ride shotgun now. Sundays, dinners with his rebuilding family. They call me Grandma Evie. The fraudster got 15 years. I still work nights, but never alone in spirit. Recently, a flustered new clerk teared up over forms. I brought her tea, sat, listened. Thank you, she breathed. This means everything. Small acts. They ripple farther than we know, turning strangers into saviors, loneliness into family.